super important to get the proper power team behind you, real estate attorneys, title companies, definitely. I know I'm friends with another title company down in Utah County, and she was telling me a story where I think you're going to touch on this a little later. Wire fraud has become a huge thing.
Wire fraud is probably the biggest problem that we face in the title insurance industry right now.
Wow. And I want to hear your thoughts on it. I'm going to tell this story really quickly and then have you elaborate on it. Because if you're kind of listening right now, you're just driving in your car, whether you're on Facebook or not, at the same time, this is where you need to pay attention. So I'd put your cell phone away and listen up, because wire fraud is huge right now. And this title company basically had some individual create a secondary email address that looked just like that title company's
they
email
replaced
address.
like an O with a 0.
Yes.
Something just a little subtle like that.
A period in between the name. And basically they sent an email saying, hey, it's time to fund your transaction. Can you please wire over $180,000 to this bank account? And the individual did that, and for all we know, those funds went to Russia.
Oh yeah, they got transferred 5 times in like the first 24 hours, and then they're just gone.
Yes, and what a call! When this individual working for this title company then told the individual, okay, now it's time. We're going to get ready to wire funds, and that person's like, oh, I already did. The heart sank of this individual, and they're like, you did to who? Because I didn't ask for your funds yet. And they're like, yeah, your name was on the email address, and $180,000 gone. Who knows where, what country? Like you said, transferred 5 times. Can you elaborate on wire fraud right now, just so the listeners can realize how important it is when they are asked by somebody to send over via email some funds, that they should pick up the phone, call their real estate agent, call their title company, call whoever it is that they know and trust to verify that is actually the correct email asking for funds. Do you mind sharing some?
Yeah, not at all. So actually, wire fraud, like I said, is our biggest problem that we face in our industry probably today.
Got it.
It's everywhere. Everybody uses email. Everybody uses their phones.
Yep.
So the chances of it happening are just increased year to year to year. So wire fraud actually increased 48% from 2017 to 2018.
Wow.
Went from $936 million to $1.4 billion.
Oh my gosh.
So $1.4 billion in recorded losses in 2018.
Cow. Wow.
Just from wire fraud.
Amazing.
It's unbelievable. It's an epidemic, really.
Oh my gosh.
And anybody with a computer can do it. So I was actually at the ULTA conference here in January, or last January, so it would have been our winter convention.
Okay.
There was a story that one of the title companies had this happen to them.
Yep.
They didn't send any money or anything because we've all been trained. We look for it. We
Yep.
know that if something's changing,
Yep.
start asking questions, start getting on the phone with people.
Yep.
Make sure that is really what they want to happen.
Right.
They want their wire changed.
Got it.
Or their instructions changed.
Yep.
So they called the guy because he put a phone number on there.
Mm-hmm.
He was in he was in a country in Africa, and I can't remember which country it was. But he said, I don't know why you're mad at me because everybody here does it part-time.
Oh my gosh.
That's what he told that title company.
Wow.
Was I don't know why you're mad at me because everybody here does it part-time.
Amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
Just has no care.
Yeah.
It's just, that's a part-time job day.
Yeah, it's a
wire fraud.
Yeah, this is how we make money. We wire fraud people. Everybody does it.
We'll just make an extra $60,000
yes.
this month.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That's insane.
It's prevalent. Like I said, they changed like an O to a 0.
Yeah.
So that there's really not a huge difference in there.
Yep.
But if you're not like paying attention and looking,
Yep.
that's easily overlooked.
Absolutely.
Or they just add a period in there somewhere, some random place, but
Yeah.
it's basically the same email.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how long they can actually sit on a transaction before they start emailing on that transaction.
Amazing.
Like I've heard stories that they were monitoring the transaction all the way from the start of that transaction. So the second that REPC was signed and sent over, they had all the information they needed.
Wow.
And they just sat there and took their time, watched the transaction, and then they're smart now, so that they knew exactly when those funds had to be transferred over to the title company.
Amazing.
And that's when they sent their email.
gosh.
So they waited until the title company sent their email with their wire instructions, and then they followed it up with an email about 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
And said, "Oh, wait, sorry, I sent you the wrong wire instructions. These are the ones we need to use."
Incredible. What kind of CRM do these guys use to keep track of all these transactions?
There's a lot of them. That's why.
Fraudulent transactions. Man, they're organized.
Organized. Yeah, organized, smart. They know how to use a computer. They phishing emails. We probably get phishing emails 2-3 times a month.
Wow.
Just from people sending out an email wanting you to input your credentials into like a Google Drive.
Yeah.
Or and it comes like with a name. So it's like a name from another title company here in the state of Utah.
Got it.
So you recognize it, but it's always a little weird when you get those because you're like, I don't really have a split with these guys right now. So
right.
I don't really know what this is.
Right.
So we always end up forwarding those to our IT department, and probably about 95% of the time we just get a random Google Drive or Google input your Google credentials to sign in.
Yeah.
It's 95% of the time scam.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Amazing. That's a nightmare story. Can you imagine wiring $180,000 like this individual happened down in Utah County to then find out that they were frauded? Now, I mean, they got no money now to buy the house.
Yeah, so the biggest one I've heard of is a couple in Washington, D.C. It was $1.5 million.
Oh my gosh.
That would be such a bad day. My heart would sink instantly. Instantly.
Oh, geez. And the power team, I mean, like, everyone feels it.
Oh, everyone feels it. The title company, we feel terrible because we don't know what actually happened.
Right.
All of a sudden, they want to wire us $1.5 million, and they already sent it.
Yeah.
And now it's like, we didn't get it, so what happened?
Right.
Real estate agents, of course, feel it.
Yep.
So that's your client that just wired $1.5 million to the wrong place.
Exactly.
So everybody feels it when
feels
something
it.
like that happens.
Yep.
It's just a matter of how fast can you act on it,
and
can we get the funds back?
Right.